So we were able to copy this in the previous video and paste it here. So the next thing we want to do is we just want to make this more dynamic by bringing it to this first year of depreciation to be 50%. So we believe that in the first year, this asset will depreciate by 50% given the concessions granted in the jurisdiction. So in order to do that, we will just go back to the first year of depreciation. We try to modify this formula with an if statement. So we just go if in brackets. What we are saying here, we start if the cell that is close to the year one of depreciation, if it's not equal to a blank. So we go back, we go there, and we hit F2, we go to that cell, which is J211, and we're saying that if it's, so if we say it's not equal, we just modify it to be say if that cell is equal to a blank. So that's how we write it. If that cell is equal to a blank, what we want to do is we want it to be equal to the first year of depreciation of 50%. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So we'll just reference that 50% here. So that's how we use if statements in formulas the way we want to develop or design the formula to be. So in this case, we are engineering this formula to say that if that cell is equal to a blank, then what we want is we want the year one to be equal to the 50 year of depreciation. Otherwise, let it give us the minimum of whatever the depreciation is for the rest of the years as we calculated already. So we just hit that and then we could go to the end. Hit F2 again, we go to the end and we just close the bracket, we press enter. So we can copy this formula, Alt ESF, we paste as formulas for the rest. And the next thing we want to do here is we can just go back and we link to the new assets, the useful life of the new asset. We link to that and we press enter. We can go back, we copy, and we paste as formulas. As you can see, it tells us that it is being depreciated for 3.5 years. If we go to say 2.5 here, you can see that it's giving us exactly the year of depreciation. If we go to say 4.5, you can see that it's just picking up as with respect in this formula. So we just made this dynamic. That's exactly what we did. So we just go back and make it 3.5. So having that said and done, the next thing we want to do here is we want to model, we just want to bring this here 40% of full year depreciation. So in order to do that, we will just copy this, copy, and we paste it here as formulas. So in order to make this more dynamic, we will just take this cell to be equal to the previous cell. Paste it as formulas. And then we can keep doing that. And copy, ESF, keep pasting as formulas. Use F4 to repeat the last action. As you can see, as we go down, the years for each asset that was acquired, we can see that the first year is depreciating by 50%. exactly what we expect. So that's exactly how sometimes we use these tables to illustrate depreciation. So going forward for the years of depreciation is just going to be equal to, we take whatever it's here and we deplete it by whatever we believe it's going to be the percent of depreciation for that year. So the capital expenditures per year, it's going to be depreciated by 50%, and then for the other years, it's going to be depreciated by 100%. So in the very first year, we reference that to be the number. So that's exactly what we are doing here. So we can go back here. And just want to make sure that we are referencing this cell with F4 3 times. So now we can copy. So in the first year, it's depreciated by 50%. We can copy this. We keep pasting as formulas. Use F4 to repeat the last action. So as you can see, we have it set up like that. So the first year, we can see is depreciating by 50%. So that is exactly what happens to certain kind of equipments given by the government. The government